Hello. Hey, y'all. Thank you for clicking on my video. It has been a while since I've created anything for my Lotus Land platform. And because I'm just going off of vibe and energy, inspiration, knowing that eventually things will pick up in that area when it comes to me feeling what I need to feel, receiving what I need to receive in order to be able to create something consistently. If this is your first time seeing any of my videos, thank you for your interest and your curiosity. My name is Lotus, and I am the, what would you want to call it? The owner, the founder of the Lotus Land. And it is something that it is in development, starting with this channel, but also website. I'm trying to, just again feel out what it is that divinely I am to do with this idea. So yeah, my last video posted on here was a while back. A while back. I'm pretty sure I went through something, probably emotionally, romantically, that was kind of maybe causing blockages or just causing something that was causing something to be revealed that needed to be addressed by myself. So I've gone through some things in the area of love, my love life, and I guess I was pretty hung up on that stuff. And so learning things, moving forward, and still wanting to though maintain my hold, my grasp on my Lotus Land, my Lotus Land creation. So yes, welcome. Let's see, where am I going with this? All right, so today is December 28th, 2022, Wednesday, and the moon, I'm gonna refer to the moon because I do feel I am a moon child. I be real influenced by the moon, and I know that actually, like, at least I believe, the world be influenced by the moon. It's not just myself. However, I do feel like not a lot of people acknowledge that or recognize it. I do. I be feeling the differences inside of me based on like the moon cycle. So currently we're in the moon. The moon is in Pisces, and it's waxing to a full moon. Back to a full moon again. And to talk about that a little bit before I get into my readings, we're headed to the new year in terms of one calendar, our main calendar in the Western world that we use. We're headed towards the new year, but there are other systems that would recognize September as the beginning of the year. And sometimes I feel that, like, in a way, it's the beginning of something, right? Like, we always start school in September, August, September, around that time, after taking a long break. So there's some truth to that. There's also the astrological year starts in March. So it's like different parts to us, So when it comes to the new year for January the 1st, I don't know. Is it like, it's not the solar new year? Is it solar new year? I don't know. So it's just a new one type of new year, and it's a big one that is largely recognized. So it's important, to talk about, and I often see it as very important in my life as well, even with things that turns out to happen that are like outside of my control, but definitely like in alignment with like a new energy. And so with that, we are headed towards January 1st, 2023, and for me, this is a big year because I'm also turning 33, and not long after the new year begins. And so, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to all this 3 energy, this 33 energy, and everything that means. For me, the number 3 has been really big with dreams, with some dreams that I've had, with like experiencing love, getting to know people meeting certain people that I'm to get to know, so big deal, big deal. I'm expecting great things, at least in my life, when it comes to like just like my focusing of my next level of life. Being that last year I kind of felt like I was closing out a chapter. I moved across the country by myself and just started new, and started a new job, new career, everything, new therapy, new place to live, just a new way of living as well. Like everything just totally different. So I was counting that as like a second chapter, like chapter 2 or something like that, or volume 2 or something like that, right? By really switching things up for real. Like went from a very emotionally focused career and like focus in terms of school, what I was studying and all that stuff, to switching it up to, just trying to live more peacefully emotionally, have a job that's not really tending to, pulling at my emotions too much just by the duties and the task of the job. Granted, things have changed since I moved because my spirit was meant for things. So I'm not I mean, now I work in human resources. So it's funny because I went from like just doing like manual labor. When I moved, I went from like social, emotional type of work mixed in with education. And then I went into like manual labor type stuff. And then I was like doing that. And then literally my body started to slow down, and my tolerance for things that was coming with that, along with the manual work. I mean, yeah, it started to get to me, but also it was just like a lot of mental, because I eventually got pushed into leadership, or I'll say invited into it, and then I went with it, which was a lot of brainy activity. And now I'm in human resources because I needed just a little bit more purpose in my life, in my work life. So anyway, and that let me move up with my company. So anyway, that's just the basics. But like now moving forward, I feel like this was a transitionary period. Like this 2022 year was like transitionary, and I really am feeling like, here I am making this video. I'm really feeling inspired with right now. And I don't want to get psych myself out and be like, this is permanent, I'm gonna always feel this way. And it's like, it could happen, but I be psyching myself up to think that way, and then I let myself down when it don't be that way. So I'm not trying to do that to myself. This is getting a little delayed, or am I talking faster? Ew, it's delaying. I don't like it. Why is it delaying? Should I just continue? Ew, no, I don't like that. That looks so weird. Maybe it's okay. I think it gets fixed along. Can I pause? Let me pause. Okay, what is it doing? It's a little delayed. I'm gonna go with it. I think it's very slight. Yeah, it's very slight, but I think it's fine. It's not like crazy. It's just tripping me out because I'm looking at myself. But anyway, yeah, so I feel like 2022, my tea. 2022 was like, has been transitionary. So that means 2023 is bringing what? I'm gonna be honest, I haven't even looked at my personal numbers. I know my life path number is 5. But my year numbers, like, I haven't even calculated that. I know that the year 2023 is obviously going to be a 7-year spiritual. That's I should probably look into that a little bit more, because it has been a number that's been coming up for me recently, and yeah, 2023. But my number, I do believe, okay, yes, it's my birthday, and then not my birth year, but the year current. So that would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A master number year. So that means this number was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It was a 1. That makes sense because I started something new. But then, so yeah, so that would be 11, and 2, which, ooh, that feels nice given what I'm trying to go after and manifest. So anyway, this year has been, that feels good. I can't believe I haven't done that for myself yet. Like, because you don't always want to know the truth. Not always. Like, sometimes you're like, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, so moon in Pisces. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. All up in my feelings. That's probably why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. But I've also gotten a ton of sleep. So that makes me feel very rested. I love getting my sleep, y'all. All right, y'all. So yes, going into an 11 year. That is so freaking awesome. Yeah, it makes sense as far as why I've been feeling the way I'm feeling. Like I could cry tears right now. Just with, I feel like that's just confirmation for me in terms of what I've been going. Oh, you know what? I should do something in my head real fast. 8, 9, 10, and then 15, 16. Wait. I'm trying to do somebody else's birth year. Or like personal year. Somebody important to me. Okay, because it's going to be 7, and then you're going to plus the 8, because it's birthday on 8, so that's 15. Then you're going to add the 2, 15, 16, 17, 8. 8 year. Oh, right, because he's one in front of me. 8 year. But that's good. That's good because 8 means a lot to me lately as well. Okay. So cool, y'all. So cool. Okay, y'all. So, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Dreams and all, y'all. Dreams and all. It's coming together. Yeah. Okay. That's so cool. I just want to make sure I did the math right. Look. I'll be questioning myself. 7, 8, 15. 15 plus 2 is February 15, 16, 17. 17. 1 and 7 is 8. Okay. All right. It feels good. Look, I've had some dreams and I am inspired by love. Okay, so moving on to the topic of love, right? So that's big too, I think, just not with just 2023, but me, period, y'all. So this is still one of the first videos for this channel, so I bring back the introductory feel a bit. So I'm a lover in this world, right? Like I've learned that by myself. Like I am a lover. Like I am a heart-centered person. So I'm gonna be honest, living in a world that like for 32 years, going on 33 years, that has been primarily centered and led by mind energy and mental energy. I also let y'all know too, y'all, that I'm like also kind of channeling as I'm talking because, and like processing, let me say, processing, but kind of a feel of channeling too because I'm very much divine and connected to the divine. And so like even this rapid talking right now is kind of like this ain't me all the time. And so it's like when it's happening like this, it's a sign like, okay, divine is here, but divine is always here in my heart. And so getting back to what I was saying, that's what I was saying. I'm a heart-centered person, always have been, but we've been living so far in a world that has been primarily led, driven, fueled, ruled by mental energy. Now look, because when I was little, I caught the wave. I felt the vibes. It was a mind is a terrible thing to waste. It was all about the mind. I was brainiac, reading books all the time. I'm still kind of a nerd. But there was a lot of struggling for myself as somebody who I do self-identify as. I don't know why that made me laugh. I do self-identify as a highly sensitive person, HSSP. Also an empath, and also I have a background that has led me to having what the psychologists call CPTSD, which I'm pretty much aware of. I've done therapy for several years and never diagnosed, never tested or anything because tests be so fucking expensive. Excuse my language. But I'm very self-aware. And then I'm also very self-reflective you know, always kind of like introverting to like just learn myself, figure myself out. I definitely have complex PTSD. Definitely been through a great deal. This is not the video for that, but just letting you know like my background, you know. And so with all those things and then some, living in a world that's been primarily led by and fueled by mental energy has really not allowed very much for the heart to lead, right? For the heart to really rule, even co-rule with the mind, you know, and with the mental. And, you know, and with that, what does that mean? That means love takes a backseat, feelings take a backseat, um, emotions take a backseat. Love. Did I already say love? I literally forgot that I said love, but I did say love. That's how important it is. But I really forgot. I didn't do that on purpose. I swear I didn't. So all that stuff takes a backseat in the kingdom of the mind, right? In the kingdom of mental and mentality. And like even when you break down the word mental, like men even when you break down mind, like, okay, you can take in, but that's if you're being not narrow-minded, right? But too often what people do is the I. They don't even look at in. They don't even look at the in and how that can feed into this I energy going in, right? But no, they do I. They do me, mi, Spanish for me, right? Or my, I think. So anyway, so the world has greatly, largely been being ruled, overseen, governed. And I'm saying this in a way, that's why I say channeling is a part of this, because it's like a knowing. I'm like clear cognizant. I just be knowing stuff. So it's like it's changing. The world is changing. It is changing. It is changing. The heart is being repositioned, if not have already been repositioned. Being repositioned into its rightful place. Okay. I'm compelled to talk about Woman King. Not even the entire movie. There is so much controversy out here regarding that movie, right? I only just seen it recently. It came out months ago. I only just seen it recently, right? But see, I be looking at stuff with this eye that is not just my two. It's you could consider it my third eye. I don't know. I just be like I said, I'm clear cognizant. I be getting downloads. Like I get downloads. I get epiphanies and stuff like that. So oftentimes I see something, I hear something, it's not just, I can't just take it for face value. There's something more coming through there. And anything that is ever being advertised to masses of people, never face value, ever. Never, ever, ever face value for anything that's being advertised to the masses. So not one movie ever made do you ever take for just face value. Do you ever take for superficial value for, oh, it's just entertainment? No. Okay, no. We could probably break down the word entertainment because I like doing that kind of stuff. But we're not going to do that. But I'm just saying, never. Music, and I've had to learn this myself, right? Music, TV, movies, social media things, commercials. We learned that first with commercials. You know, like they're trying to get you to buy something, right? And it's like, yeah, you may be watching your chosen program, but this commercial is being played on all these other programs because they want your attention, they want your energy, they want your response. Right? So, okay, so woman king, right? So there was a controversy because of the background, the history, the lack of the truth apparently that was being illustrated through the movie. I was seeing all this through like thumbnails and little videos here and there and catching on to what folks were saying, like, oh, okay, folks are mad because it's not really telling the truth, and it's making light of a story that are a part of our history as Black people that really happened, you know, and trying to like make some characters apparently look better than what they really were. And I get it. right? But I didn't want to get caught up in all the drama, because before the Woman King came out, I was already getting downloads and epiphanies regarding just this title, just the title alone, and the way they illustrated it, because it always means something. Shout out to my overthinkers, okay? Um, because I get flack for that, but F it. But woman, the line, and then king. So immediately I'm like, oh, that's very interesting, because I had a dream where I had, can I say, okay, I had a dream where basically the number 18 was over this line, and then 8 was under. And it was basically like, it was circled, and it was like written on a paper. I felt like it was my resume. It was like a paper that was handed back to me by a woman. Actually, at the time, she was in human resources at the job I used to work. Crazy. So with a circle, it was circle 18 over 8. So actually, I've been pulling apart this dream, y'all, for years. That dream first came in 2017. 2017. So anyway, and I still be pulling it apart for real, because there's so many other parts to it, and so many different ways in which I've already seen it speaking to my present day. Crazy, but beautiful. I love that type of living. Yeah. Anyway, so when I saw Woman King, I'm thinking, well, math, right? Division, right? Woman divided by king. In my dream, 18 over 8, the 8 is included in 18, right? So you can't get 18 without 8, right? You can't get 18 without 8. Follow me, please. You cannot get 18 without 8, but you can have, so basically, like, okay, if you're simplifying it, you can scratch out the 8. Like, that's how we learn to simplify in math. You can cross out the 8, that makes one whole. So then what you have left is, what would it be? So you take out the 8, and then it's, damn, look, it's been so long. But okay, so basically 18 minus 8 is 12. Am I right about that? 12. Yes, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, that's 6. 10. Damn it. What the fuck? Okay, so you take out the 8. 18. So you have the 1, or the 8. The 8 and the 8 simplifies to 1. So then you have left, is it 10 over 8? Why is my brain glitching? I know how to do this shit, and now my brain glitching. I guess because I'm not supposed to go that deep. I'm sorry. So just 18 over 8, right? Now let's put that next to Woman King, the way they had the title written. So you basically are saying, like, this, the whole mindset of kingdom, it's always been, well, first is rulership, right? But then you take that to the all, right? The all, when you're going into Hermetics philosophy, Hermes, Thoth, the laws of the universe, the 12 principles of the universe, all is mind. So the all, mind, king, rulership, kingdom, and then dome, right? Dome, where it's rule. The dome being your head, and that being the area of rulership. Okay, all good, fine, and dandy, but I do feel like, especially, I think this movie came out in September. So again, a new year for a part of us and our lives. It was September, October, around that time. Okay. Basically, right, like, oh, still trying to get to that. Look, I've never been diagnosed, but I've had a therapist basically let me know that they suspect that I got ADHD. So bear with me. All right, so the mind. Basically, if you take the 8, you take the king, you take mind. It's all below the denominator. Is that what it was called? The line of division, something like that. But above that, so now you got 18, you got woman, What would go above mind? It's not its opposite, but it includes it, right? Immediately I'm thinking heart. I'm thinking heart, right? So again, 18 does not, it doesn't get rid of 8, but you can't have 18 without 8. Yes, you can't have, I had like 2 parts of my brain going with this, and one was on a different track. That's why I got confused earlier. Basically saying you cannot have 18 without 8, right? You got the 1 and you got the 8. We don't even got to do the math. We don't got to do the math. I think that's where I messed myself up too. We don't got to do the math. You got the 1, you got the 8 above there, and then below there, you got the 8. So you get 18 over 8. You get woman over king. You get heart over mind. Okay, there's something outside of my window scaring me, the noise. Heart over mind. Now look, we're going to throw in women and men into this, right? Women, men, because it's the same thing. Women, men. 18, 8. Again, you got the 1, the 8, the 8. Women and men. You got the woe, the men, the men. The 1, the 8, the 8. The woe, the men, the men. The 1, the 8, the 8. The woe, the men, the men. Okay, so to me, the Woman King, when I was looking at the title, it wasn't even about the movie necessarily. I mean, I had seen the trailer. I was like, ooh, okay, Viola, loving all the chocolate women, because I'm like, ooh, I see me, strong chocolate women. Ooh, I see me even more, right? So, but then these dreams, my dreams, when I have dreams that I remember, I'll be like, these are telling me something now. And then other stuff that happens out and about while I'm actually awake in this reality be connecting. And it be helping me, understand my dream, which was obviously important because I remember it. Okay, so now we get to talking about patriarchy and matriarchy, right? And then I feel like I gotta kind of let this go for another day, a little shortly after this part, because then when I hear matriarchy, I cannot unhear Matrix anymore, right? And we talk about living in the Matrix, and then we gotta talk about Matrix Resurrected, and then we gotta talk about the fact that Beyonce came out with her album Resurrection. Then we gotta freaking talk about the Bible and the concept of resurrection. But then we got to go back and talk about Trinity, and obviously Bible, Holy Trinity, and we got to go back to the Matrix Resurrected, talk about Trinity and how we eventually find out that there is no one. There's just the Trinity, and the Trinity. Whew. Now this has led me to now my latest, which just happened right now. We take all of that, 18 over 8, woman over king, heart over mind, Trinity over Neo. How about it? Because we saw, and I have an ex who can confirm this as much as I don't want to talk to him anymore. We've had this conversation. He told me Trinity was one. We was talking about that movie because we be seeing ourselves in this movie, especially him. But then he wanted to come and bring it to me, and okay, anyway, whatever. But it reminds me of the movie Hancock too, him and old girl. But Trinity over Neo, the quote unquote one, right? And I only say Trinity over Neo because at the end of the movie, there was no salvation without Trinity. Trinity had to be the one, she was the one flying them. Neo wasn't flying. Trinity was flying. So. And Neo needed Trinity. Absolutely. Okay, so here we are, and then so matriarchy. So, maybe that's where it come in at. Matriarchy, matrix, patriarchy. So I used to think of this in a very angry way. maybe with this why the divine would not let me really move forward with my videos that I was making about this topic. You can't find them anywhere because they're gone. But I would get so angry, right? Passionate, like anti-patriarchy, anti-men, anti-yang energy. And it's like, you can't really do that, right? Because it, again, 18 over 8, and then it was circled. It wasn't just 18, but it was 18 over 8. So it was like this concept of inclusion, yin and yang, but also giving back the acknowledgement, the positioning, the crown, the recognition of the 18, the woman, the Trinity, the heart. And that's where we go, because this ain't about gender. This is about the divine. The divine in terms of heart, the divine in terms of mind, all of that, because we are just all physical representation. All of this that I was just talking about is just physical representations of this divine heart and mind that we all come from, not just mind. And I think that's where we're headed to. There's so much philosophy out here that wants to say mind, all is mind, manifest your mind and mind and mind and mind. There's a few out here though that talks about the heart and feelings. They won't say heart too much, but they'll say feelings, they'll say emotions and stuff. But like, what's the source of that? For me, I've been taught that it's heart, through my own living journey and my relationship with spirit. So all of that to say, I'm a heart-led person. I do want to come back to that though. Like, that was real dope how that just happened. That's why I say channeling is a part of this processing that I'm doing on this video, and always, because breaking that shit down, whoo, that was pretty dope. You can't lie, that was dope. And especially when I'm thinking of what I'm thinking about in terms of like my boo that I currently have in mind, of the person I want to marry, could change. I just have to say that disclaimer for myself, so I should remember that we're not there yet. So anything can. Okay, anyway, but just the fact of knowing like what his number is next year, and then I'm in the master energy. So ooh, ooh. But it's also just to like let us know that the energy of the matriarch, the energy of the mother, the divine mother. Look, y'all, Mother God, okay? Because at the end of the day, look, we all come from a womb, and womb is an aspect of the female energy, the yin energy, the creating energy. But ooh, again, we need that other element, that yang element, that 8, in order to create, right? Ooh, you look coming through. I hope this video blow up. We need that energy of the 8 in order to create, in terms of being in the 18 energy, right? So again, it's not gender wars. If anything, this is about the divine unity. Whew. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in the spirit. I'm in it, okay? I'm in it because I'm a part of this. So this video, actually, now I'm getting led back to why I started talking about that, because I was talking about how I'm a lover. So when I'm directing these videos or making these videos and these readings too, like, I don't really want to do the astrology readings, like I do readings, y'all, like cards and stuff. So that's what I'm gonna do here. But I don't want to do it by zodiac signs and stuff. I want my vessel and channel to be used for just speaking to those who are part of this divine agenda of uniting. Look, I'm about to make my own word and shit. Unionizing, uniting the divine souls, those who are of divine mind, those who are of divine heart, and both, because we have to come together. That's why I said it's not a gender war. This is about lovers coming together and mind and heart working together. And it's so crazy because like I said, I feel like I'm a part of this. I'm in this. going through this with someone who I can quote right now verbatim something he told me recently when I was like, all in my feelings about something, and I was like, man, it just don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to my heart, my body, like these ideas that I had put out there like a couple of days before, like, oh, we need these boundaries, these restrictions, limitations, da 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 da, for the sake of safety of my heart's safety, and really his too, because we've heard each other already once before. So then I'm like, okay, well, this don't, and I want to make it like this, and this, and then we spending time together, and it's all lovey-dovey, and it's like, man, that other stuff don't make sense, man. We should just scratch all that. And he was like, well, do it make sense to your brain? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, then, like, then hold on to that, because going only off of your emotions, you can get yourself fucked up. You can get yourself hurt. And I'm like, you right. But now look what happened in this moment. Me being a very heart-centered person, very much so a lover. Not saying he ain't a lover, because I definitely believe that he is, which is why like we're bonded. But he came with the perspective of, well, don't forget about the mind. Don't forget about the mind. Heart may be driving the car, but mind is in the passenger seat as well, and not in the back. Mind is co-piloting. Okay, co-piloting. Another thing that he had brought up, which definitely was divine speaking through him, balance. And it had come up through me too when I went to go get this Christmas card for him, and it was all about balance. And so talking about balance, and he comes with talking about balance, and I had forgotten about the card, and then came back around. It's like, you was right about that balance, because I wasn't feeling the concept of balance still. Anyway, though, divine is funny, be messing with me. So it is a uniting, and I want to say the word unionizing. I think because I want to have that word union in there. It is about divine union. It is about coming together. And why? For many different reasons, for many different reasons. And it's not just about coming together with another person who you can be in this energy with, but also making it within yourself. Just like he had to check me and was like, don't forget about the mind. He wasn't saying like, he's talking about just me within myself, right? So just even with me within myself, even him, he can be very, obviously he's a guy too, very mental and stuff. So I'll be trying to like get that heart. Ooh, give me that heart. I want to feel what you're feeling. You know what I mean? But it's the unionizing, but also recognizing the need for heart, y'all. 2020 taught me that. 2020, they wanted to make it about race. I wasn't catching it. There are moments where I had moments where I was like caught up in that drama, but at the end, when I was going within myself, when I was meditating, being quiet, being solo, and my times of solitude, it was getting reminded. Oh, shit, that is crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, I kept being reminded that it was 2020, so it's about 2020 vision. So here they come with the smoke and mirrors. I'm sorry to say this, but with the smoke and mirrors regarding race war, and some gender war up in there too. And coming with that as smoke and mirrors, when here it is 2020, we have the ability to see clear vision. 2020 adds up to 4. That's like stability. So here comes all this energy to intersect stability of sight. Oh, clear vision. Oh, I see it clearly now. 2020. So for me, that year became about heart, not the race stuff, not BLM. It was about heart. And look at what now is coming out about BLM. Like, ain't that crazy? But Spirit was telling me, no, this is about heart. Because the thing that was like, okay, I was in my doctorate program, so I was with a bunch of other people who were not Black. And then I was with a couple of other people who were Black and passionate about this stuff. And I'm passionate about love. Okay? I'm passionate about happiness. I'm passionate about um, like emotional mental health. You know, I am passionate about care, uh, about being anti-abuse. So for me, and then I'm passionate about just like treating people right. So for me, it was very hard for me to jump onto the wagon of well, if you white you ain't right, kind of thing that was happening. Because I'm like, I'm sorry, but as an individual person who I mean, I live as an individual, very much so apart from the concept of community, because that wasn't really it. Yeah, it hasn't been it for us black people for a pretty long time, you know. And I'm like, what I've gone through has that I've been individually impacted by. I'm sorry, but a lot of the times negatively impacted by, maybe more direct than the indirect ways of like masters to slaves, back then. But shit, very much just as hurtful, if not more. But the pain, all that stuff, abuse, all that was like it was people of my own, people who I live with, people who I'm related to. People, so then you're telling me 2020 comes and then they put what they put on, that is again advertised to the masses, shown to the masses. Um, so take that back to what I was saying about earlier about programming, shown to the masses. Um, so you're gonna expect me to just switch it up and be like, oh, I trust everybody that look like me, skin color, same race. No. And then just disregard other people who have a different skin tone than me or who are a different race than me. No, I'm not doing that. Like, that would be silly. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, it's about your heart. I don't care what color you are. It's about your heart. So that's what became clear for me that year. I became a serious advocate for that in terms of when I would talk to people, just making sure I was bringing that up, because there was a lot of conversation around race that year. And I just had to keep on being able to push and talk about heart. It's about heart. I don't care what you look. You can be so chocolate and beautiful chocolate and have the most evil heart. Like, you can have the most heartless soul and spirit. So I would be dumb to think that we on the same side. You got my best interest just because you look closer, more alike to me than, and that ain't even true. Because somebody lighter than me can look just like me. So anyway, it was like such smoke and mirrors to take away from the fact that that year was supposed to be about letting us know that the energy of heart, the energy of love, which is related to the energy of yin, femininity, woman, womb. It's all in the same, I'll say frequency. That year was supposed to be to let us know this is where we're headed to, right? And then to have COVID come not too long after that, attacking basically the mind. COVID meaning crown referring to head, which again, mind, all, kingdom, kingdom, patriarchy, all of that that's above, that's been above for the most part, that dominant, dominant, the line, what is that line called in algebra? I can't remember, but and basically letting folks know, like, hey, heart is coming through, and so we need to switch it up here, and that's, to me, COVID was representative of that. Like, I mean, I must say, a lot of people really revealed that year to me, or 2 years, where their mind really was like not great in that area of like making decisions. Anyway, so now we're getting to a phase of uniting what has been salvaged of the mental energy, the mind energy, Um, and uniting that with the power, the true power of the heart, okay? And not ignoring love, not stomping on it, not trying to get rid of it, and not trying to get rid of the lovers of the world, because that's why we're here. We have to unite with the mental energy, those who are more of the mental part of things, and for the sake of ultimate love. Because remember that 18 is not just, oh, one, it's not it can, again, it cannot exist without the 8. It's all together. So that's just like a mom, right? A real mom who does her duty. That's just like her, right? To be like, we bring everybody. Like, just think of the big mama energy, the um yeah, big mama energy is like all my, like, everybody, all my babies, like inclusive, right? Versus you have that war energy that comes when it's talking about division and, well, and pulling apart, and like just like what's going on in our family system with the Black community, more so in America. I don't know really anywhere else. Um, Picking apart and being like, oh, and separating, and it's like, for true power, for the true 18, that true 18 power, that true one man power, you must have everybody involved. You don't have the yin involved with the men energy, right? Men, male, but yet you have female, you have one man. All of that includes, and it makes sense, right? Because the woman's body is where we do create. um so anyway, y'all, I can go into that more in a different video, because I'm supposed to be doing a reading, at least consciously. When I sat down, that's what I was gonna be doing. So speaking of love, oh, okay, no, back it up. So regarding love, right? So yes, I'm a lover. That's what I come with. I come with the feelings, I come with the emotions. Yes, I have the background of like really pruning the mind, but honestly, I got a lot of damage up there in the mind area. Um, Both ways, I guess. So, but I'm very much so about heart. I'm very much so about heart, like heart above all. And I really feel like that's where we're headed towards as a collective. And everybody out there uh who was voluntold to participate in this this time, um that's really where we're headed. And it's happening. Like I said, I'm in it. I'm in it, y'all. I'm in it. um I said, before I sat down, I had said I wanted to uh use my beloved Rumi love poems book to see what poem wanted to come through for this video, knowing I would be talking about love. And so I just opened it. Right, I said I was just gonna open it. I was gonna look. So this is the love poems of Rumi, but like not every poem has the title love in it, right? However, I did just open it as I was saying what I was wanting to do, and then my hand landed on Your Love Is. So I want to read this. Shout out to Rumi. Okay. Your love is in place of religion and faith for me. As long as I live, I don't want to learn patience and love. I thought to leave you alone for a few days. I simply couldn't. Why pretend it now? I love Rumi. Oh, I'm gonna read that again. Your love is in place of religion and faith for me. Y'all don't know what's going on inside of me regarding my own love life. As long as I live, I don't want to learn patience and love. I thought to leave you alone for a few days. I simply couldn't. Why pretend it now? I'm gonna move. Let that simmer. Let that simmer. Wow. Wow. Okay, so since we already did a Rumi thing, I won't do the Rumi cards, but I also have Rumi cards. Because Rumi and me are related in some way, type of shape, form, fashion. I don't exactly know completely, but we are. Because I be feeling Rumi. The poet, not Beyonce's baby. Unless she happens to be Rumi reborn, then I would love to meet her. Okay, y'all, I'm going to just go into doing a reading real quick, tarot reading. I'm at 50 minutes. I don't want to go past an hour, but if I have to go a bit past an hour, I will. But I'm just following my intuition for what I am supposed to be doing for this video. So, as I'm pulling this stuff out, getting it together, I want to make sure you all know. So, this video, message, all of it is directed to my fellow lovers, my community of lovers who are part of this divine journey. And you know if you are, especially if you are, I wanted to say if you're above a certain age, but then something inside of me said no. Even the kids, even the babes, those who are of it, they know. They know. So if you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's where that is. So this is directed to you. I'm not doing this by zodiac. I'm not, none of that. This is if you are a part of this. So I want to give a name to this community. And I think it'll be really nice because it'll make it more personable for me so that I can stay on top of my shit with doing this moving forward. Like, I'm doing this for my blank, And I'm thinking divine lovers. I thought Lotus lovers because my name is Lotus. Lotus lovers. Divine lovers, Lotus lovers. I don't want to put Lotus lovers and they be like, cause y'all love Lotus, y'all love me. But just to make it mine, cause I come up, it's from my stuff. My stuff. And then I just looked at my thing that say stuff. Oh goodness, I promise. Oh, can I grab it? Let me see if I grab it without messing nothing up. Stuff. It says stuff. Okay, we're going with Lotus lovers. To all my Lotus lovers. Yes, I love it. So this is for my Lotus lovers, okay? This is that community. This is what all my little readings going to be for. And you are a Lotus lover if you identify as a part of this divine agenda to unite divine mind and heart and have it reflect on this earth, in our lives so that we can actually experience paradise, y'all, especially as my melanated beloveds. We need that shit, okay? But guess what? The world, I'm channeling y'all, the world needs it from us. The world needs it from us. So not only is it about the yin and yang energy, but why is race such a big deal? Because the power of black. I have to do this. It's going to be a long video. I'm sorry. Blackness, darkness, chaos, femininity, all of that shit, heart, love, emotions. It comes from the depths of us, that darkness. Okay, so when we talk about when we talk about sun, the Son of God, right? Jesus, right? The Son and Sun, Oris, all powerful and it's Ra, Sun, okay? Light. Yang is light. Energy, I promise y'all, this is really processing as I'm talking. So I'm really in all right now, what's going on. So light is yang, order. Oh, Bible, when they talk about what was in the beginning, it was dark. There was no light. There was no light. It was chaos. It was just femininity. It was just creative energy. But there was no order. There was no order. Yang, order, masculine, feminine, masculinity, uh, 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 women, we have our eggs, we have our womb, right? But we can't do shit with that in terms of creating until we get the sperm, until we get that spark, until we get that light, until we get that spark of inspiration, right? And we always talk about spark and it's light and whew. Okay, so black and white race, black and white, black and white. It's always about black and white, even though there's how many other races in the freaking world, but it's always about black and white. I'm thinking about the checkerboard, or is it chess or checkerboard, regarding like the Freemasons and how that be something that's a part of their symbols, black and white, and in the race wars, and even in 2020 and how that was at the head. Ooh, so strong. It was crazy because it even caught me a little bit. It did. I had to break away from that shit. But race wars, black and white, like, oh my gosh. And so slavery, right? Some people actually think that slavery actually didn't happen. I'm not here to talk about whether it did happen, it didn't happen, how it happened, just the even idea, because we've all been taught about it. So obviously there's something to it that we need to be getting. So we got the white that was in charge of the black, that was over the black. So again, just symbols: black, darkness, chaos, femininity. And what is that related to? Heart, creative energy. In the beginning, there was no light. In the beginning, it was just water, mist, or mist above the water, right? I'm talking about really what the Bible actually says, but we can verify that it was dark. There was no light, right? Okay, and you have that as the subservient slavery, subservient to white, light, uh, lightness, brightness. Enslavers, white, not black, right? So you have this order of rulership. And what's happening is, okay, black, along with everything else that it represents, is not just about race, y'all, but we live a part of this existence of the divine heart and mind. We are just one way in which it shows up. The colors black and white are one way in which it shows up. Black includes all the colors of the spectrum. Okay, white is absent of all the colors of the spectrum. Black includes all, again, inclusive. 18 over 8, 18 includes 8. Okay, one man includes man. Female includes male. I love it. Okay, so again, heart includes mind. All right, you cannot continue. We will not continue to live. Maybe this is new earth. I don't know. I've heard about that concept, the new earth, Maybe this is new earth. Ain't no allowance of continuing to live and have life be driven for humans in a way where mind wasn't even just leading. Mind said, fuck heart. Okay, those who everything set up in the way of mind and mental said, fuck heart, fuck feelings, fuck your emotions, fuck. Yeah, I hope I don't get flagged for too many fucks, but off. Even the cross. I'm sorry, but this is the unk. But even the cross, what did it do? It took this out and just made it straight. It took out all the curves. Who got the curves? The woman got the curves. We represent femininity. We represent that chaos energy, right? Emotions, feelings. It comes from the place of darkness. And then we create when we bring order to it. but you ain't bringing order with no darkness. So again, it's not a hierarchy situation. It's just the way in which we have to move forward in order to prosper, in order to really experience paradise, which is the desire of the divine for us humans here. And really, before I get into these readings, I just gotta say, anybody who is consciously and subconsciously against that, I feel sorry for you. I just want to say, Noah's flood, the flood, you, if you ain't feeling that, you can't go. You can't get on Noah's Ark. And I ain't saying this for no reason. Y'all moved to Little Rock Ark and saw. And it was a very divine, which is why I must do these readings. I must build the Lotus land and tend to it. And my Lotus lovers, because that's what y'all is to me now. Okay, I hope y'all caught what was just coming through regarding my moment of like downloads, because that was powerful. I'm sorry I can't tie it up like those of the mental, the mind energy would want me to do. I know this because I'm a nerd and I loved school growing up, and I know an intellectual, a brainiac, a nerd would be like, so what was all that? You know, but if you didn't catch the vibe, maybe you one of them who ain't gonna be on those. I'm just saying. But what does that tell us? That a flood is coming. Oh shit. Did it already come? Nah, because we still united. Twos. And next year is, well, 7. But it's a 2 for me. 11. Hey, y'all. Okay, let me do. Woo! The mind of Lotus. How about that? I told y'all I had damage. If you love what you're getting, I love you back. If you love what you're getting from me, I love you back. Thank you for understanding me and loving me regardless of my quirks. That's real love. So my Lotus lovers, look, that means you love Lotus. We just on a roll today, 8 weeks. All right, we're gonna do this reading, but yes, okay, I can summarize a little bit. Making my lip gloss going away because I'm talking so much. To summarize a little bit though, that it was just the matter of, hey, look, it ain't about race, okay? It's about heart and mind uniting. Black. Oh, and that's what I was saying. The world needs it. The world needs it from us Black people because of what we represent. The world, everything included in the color Black, right? All the other colors of the spectrum. Hello. All the other races. And we already can back that up, right? With the fact that the original human was found in Africa, was a Black woman. Come through, okay? So everybody came from a Black woman, okay? Black woman, you know? Black femininity, creatrix, creator. Oh, come on, come through. Woo! I love it. This you're the real divinity going on. Yes. But the world needs it from us, y'all. The world needs our love. The world needs our love. The world needs us to come together and love each other. If you are uniting with your divine counterpart, a freaking man, okay? I do feel like that's what's happening for me, y'all. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, but I'm following my heart. And that's what it is about. It's time to let heart lead. We have to. Because heart ain't going to forget about mind. What mind will forget about heart, though. Mind will be like, hit your ride. You know, get out. Get out the car. We don't need that no more. We need heart to lead. We need heart to drive. okay? And mind can come, mind not can come along, mind has to come along, okay? Mind has to come along. Mind has to be in the car, in the passenger seat. That is the formula. But see, the way it's been going, y'all know the way it's been going with patriarchy, men more so dominating rulership and government of us. And again, not being anti-men, not shitting on men. I'm getting tired of that narrative that is across the freaking board. Social media, again, distraction to make us get distracted from the real meaning of all this. No, we are to be coming together, especially Black men and women. I don't care what nobody says. We're coming together, and I'm just like, oh, I knew it. I knew why I always wanted somebody with my same skin tone. Don't get me wrong, I've dated light-skinned guys, but I have always had a preference for chocolate, dark chocolate. Yes. So currently, I am bonded with somebody who is buttery cocoa. That's what I like to call him. Anyway though, but I do feel like, you know, that is what the world is needing. We need that blackness back on. We need that back on top. I don't even know if it's ever been there. I can't say if it's ever been there or not. But we need that on top. We need that femininity, black, darkness, heart, love. We need that back on top alongside the mental energy. And I know it's not all the way clear. It's not all the way clear to me, but I hope you get my drift. Please try to get me. If you don't, watch the video again another time and continue to watch me, because I'm sure I'll bring more clarity to my channel as time goes along, as it becomes more clear to me. But yes, matriarchy, get ready for it. Quit referring to God as a he. Just saying. I mean, even the word goddess includes God, but God don't include goddess. See? So it ain't about the fight. It ain't about fight. It's, hey, let me love you. Come on. We need to do this together. Alright, y'all. Spirit said, let the card come out, girl. You know I'll be on it. So yes, this is for my Lotus lovers of the divine. We'll put of the divine in parentheses, but we doing hashtag, hey y'all, Lotus lovers. I haven't done this in so long, so I'm really excited right now because I love it. Bam. 5, 6 of cups. 6 of cups. Okay, look at the card, y'all. Okay, so we're just gonna go off of imagery. We're gonna intuit, be intuitive. Maybe I could look up at least the keywords, but I want to first start with what I'm getting intuitively, because I'll be intuitive. We got 6 cups, so I'm gonna just say what I'm seeing. 33. I'm seeing 33, and again, 33 has been big to me. So 3 and 3, basically like 2 halves coming together. But then you look at the tree, and you see the roots. You see roots, and then you see the tree come out. So this is very, very, very much related to what I was just saying. We need that chaos. We need that femininity, soil. This is something I've definitely been realizing for the past few months. Soil. That soil, that dark, the darkness, the place where you put the seeds. The soil is representative of the womb, right? Ain't no getting a tree. My Christmas tree just passed, right? Ain't no getting a tree without what you got down here below, the soil, the roots. And you got all the different colors going on. It's like all these different colors and stuff. So, and then the tree, very interesting, is black. There's so many ways I could break this picture apart. Like up here, you got the lines going across, maybe representing order, right? That yang, but you're not getting there without the below. What is happening below? Heart, mind, heart, mind. But again, this includes this. But guess what? We can all, ooh, chopping trees down. Ooh, I just had another one. Christmas tree, because I've been trying to figure out the symbol, figure out what the thoughts that's been coming through. Ooh, this might be a multiple hour video. I didn't mean for it to, but I've been trying to figure out this whole thing with Christmas trees, okay? Because we know Christmas ain't just Christmas. If you're 25 and above, maybe 28, I'm 32, so us born in like 1990, maybe 89, 91, we've been on some realization type shit. That's what I know. And maybe even people older. But Christmas, what's going on, right, with this whole Christmas thing? First of all, you break down that word, you get Christ mas meaning more or greater. I still haven't gotten that down yet. But the whole Christmas thing, like, I'm not going to get no Christmas tree and put it in my house and put presents under it. Like, I'm just not. I've been feeling like I should not do that. And now why? It seems very ritualistic. What is going on? And the thing that got me thinking about that was that it was the deaths happening in October, Takeoff, and then Shanquella Robinson, and just the way things were going about it. Cabo 6, 1 below 7. If you include Shanquella, you get 7. And you ain't hitting divinity without getting the 7. You know, and many different narratives of spiritual numbers and numerology. So, and on top of that, I just got to show y'all what I'm looking at. My other deck. Okay, this is the back of it. But one of the cards do actually have this image, but this is the main image of the deck, if you know what I mean. It's like the back of the deck. So, but it's right here in the middle. And I would not be surprised if when I shuffle this deck, the one card that actually has this for real comes out. We'll see. So yes, 6, you got 6 of Cups. We're talking about emotions, we're talking about feelings, we are talking about heart. Okay, so if we're talking number 6, and then I was just talking about 2023, which is adding up to the number 7, we could definitely be talking about where we are headed. We are headed to the number, the frequency of the number 7 when it comes to the heart, emotions, love, and it's gonna take off. And I say that because obviously Takeoff was killed. And so yeah, but I have been thinking about the tree, Christmas tree, and you know, just this very ritualistic, seems very like a practice. And so when those deaths were happening, I'm like, these are happening around Halloween, really, for real. And there was more than just those two. And you know, the concept of sacrifices. When I first saw the thumbnail of Takeoff, I'm sorry, not sorry, immediately sacrifice. This was a guy, I think out of the 3 was probably the most heart-centered, you know, just from the vibe that I got. And so, you know, I immediately thought sacrifice immediately, and was really not disappointed to see many other people catch on so fast to that shit. Shanquella, sacrifice. As soon as I saw her parents, well, I was already thinking about it, but as soon as I saw her parents do the interview on the Freemason floor, okay, now why all this happens, I don't know, but killing people, not a fan of. Okay, so moving on from there, I was thinking, I'm like, well, damn, all these holidays, right? Like holidays, and we got Thanksgiving that comes right after October. And then I broke it really down. The only month that doesn't have holidays, and I had actually got a like hint to this from some video I was watching. They didn't say it, but they had asked, like, what's the only month that don't got a holiday? It's August. We got to think about August, and I said, August Alsina. And so anyway, so then I was like, okay. So we got Labor Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. What the fuck is this about, right? We also got Veterans Day and Thanksgiving, but I'm not sure that counts as much as Thanksgiving does. So then I'm like, this seems very ritual. It got ritual all over it, right? So Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like, something's going on with this. Like, kids going around getting candy, and then we have a feast, which we already know where Thanksgiving came from. Even though we're trying to change it, we know where it came from. Christmas, giving gifts, and to who? Yeah, we say each other, but have you ever heard of an altar? And I'm like, who am I really worshiping unknowingly by putting gifts up under a tree that was cut down? And so anyway, this whole cutting of the tree from the roots, this reminds me of the whole way patriarchy has more so worked, right? That mind energy, that mind rulership, you just cut it off. That's why I'm really not a fan of like getting flowers and stuff, like going and plucking flowers from. Damn, why not just admire it? Let it grow, let it live. But we want to go and pluck it. We want to go and get the fish out of the sea and put them in the fish tank or eat them. We want to I still sometimes struggle with the whole pet thing, but sometimes I think dogs and cats might have been made more so for that. But for the most part, just like plucking things from their natural environment and then, possessing them. And it's like, there's a problem there because we're not letting life do what it does, what it's supposed to really do. It's like we're creating death. Like, I almost feel like death doesn't have to exist. Like, we're creating it, right? Cutting off. And how we do that in terms of the soul and humans and the divine, we cut off the mind connection to the heart. And the heart, the power of the heart. I don't want to say over the mind, but with the mind, because the heart recognizes that it is nothing without the mind. It is not the heart without the mind. All right. So 6 of Cups, I'm really getting the feeling that this definitely connects to the 7 energy of 2023. Okay. Basically showing like where we've been and also where we're going. Like, y'all gonna love and acknowledge the roots to shit, the source to shit. Okay, we don't get trees without the soil. You can have a seed to create a tree, but you ain't about to make no tree without planting that seed in the soil, the place of creation, the place where it will germinate, the place where the womb. Period. We ain't getting life without a womb, okay? We ain't getting human life without wombs. All right. Oh, it fell in my tea. It fell in my tea. And it fell upside down. Look, and this fell in the tea. I'm just saying, y'all. Look, flood. It really fell in my tea. Okay. Oh, some say do that one last. All right, moving on to this one. Ooh, look at the black and white. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me. If you are still here, that means you are supposed to be. Shout out to Kim Crayons because I love her and her cards and the artistry that she possesses. I just used her Unknown Tarot deck. Now I'm using her Archetypes deck. I gotta get some more decks, y'all, so that I can really be about this life like I feel like I'm being called to be in 2023. Okay. One more. All right. Archetype deck. Let's see what's going on. I might use the book for this one. I might use the book for all of these, but just maybe after I have them all come out. Oh, y'all, look. Okay. This is 21. 21 equals 3. 2 and 1 equals 3. Okay. So, first of all, when I first saw this, first thing I thought was Phoenix. The reason why that made me laugh was because where I work, we recently just had our logo, I guess, redone, and it went from being a flame to a phoenix. Like a single flame to a phoenix. And I'm thinking about my dream from a long time ago, that 18/8 dream. Shit. Okay, so I'm thinking about that the logo because it was Phoenix, because as soon as I saw this, that's what I saw. Now, this is not an exact Phoenix, which more so represented like an eagle rising to me, but this is like a butterfly or something like that. But like, look at the sun in the middle and like the flame, and it's, you know, it's lit up. And even lit is important in relation to where I work. The word lit is literally important. And then where I live, lit, Torah. Look at that. And I live in a neighborhood called Love in Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay, listen, all coming together, Spirit. I got you. Can't put all my business out there though. Yeah. I need a shop first. In terms of location. But anyway, so the mystic. And for me, I was even just thinking like, as like I said, I need to get more cards. I need to do this more consistently, blah, 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 because I'm going to be a mystic. And I also had gotten like shaman before, and so it like really relates. But 2021, 3 energy. And so, but again, okay, so that's just me, right? So maybe perhaps relating this to, in 21 minutes on the clock, maybe relating this to the collective. Is that a diamond up there? What? Oh, that's an eye. That's an eye, y'all. That's an eye. Oh, and there's an eye down here. Oh, that's funny, because usually on a butterfly, the eyes are on the wings. That actually looked like it might more so be like a moth. Maybe. Very interesting. But obviously it has something to do with the uniting, right? So we got 6, we got 3. I won't be surprised if the next card that comes out adds up to 9. Let me just say that. 3, 6, 9. But look at the coming together. It still is there. That theme is still there. Plus you have the big eye, the little eye. You know, almost thinking of it again as like, okay, down here, you're not fitting this into here, right? But you are fitting this eye into this eye. And the 2 wings, and just thinking of, I'm thinking too much. I need to feel more. Just thinking about the possibilities, what happens when the divine eye, or the divine mind and divine heart unites, like for real, the way it's supposed to, and divine heart and femininity, yin energy, matriarchy, trinity energy, woman energy, female energy, womb creatrix energy, goddess energy takes their position next to mind and in the driver's seat. The mystic. Something tells me to go to the next deck and then come back. That's 21. Yeah, 6 and 21. Well, 6 and 3. And you got, okay, it's flying. And you do got the diamond. I thought I saw something that reminded me of a diamond. You got the diamond. Symmetry. I'm seeing symmetry, but then I'm seeing symmetry, I'm seeing equality, but I'm also seeing like there is a higher and a lower. There is an 18 and an 8. And so a part of that has to come with like, okay, we already know mental energy. Mental. Energy can be very domineering. It can be abusive. It can be oppressive. White, we're just going to use slavery as an example. Not white people, but you know, we're going to use slavery. We'll leave it at that. White, it was enslaving. Black, it was oppressing, hurting, killing, abusing, all of that. Okay, so now to take that energy and have that energy go, hey, no more. You need to make room for the very energy that you are suppressing. And that can even go within ourselves, right? Mentally, we try to suppress our feelings and stuff. That ain't gonna work, okay? But you gotta take that ego away from that energy. You gotta check it. Like, listen, you need that energy that you're enslaving, represented by slaves, people who are slaves, represented by oppression of femininity, represented by all of that, represented by just the beauty of childhood when we're just so in our creative energy, and you know that gets sucked away from us as we grow up, you know, in the society that we live in. Cutting down trees, you know, and all that. No, you need that connection, that bond that makes me smile because of my personal life and what that word means to it has been meaning to it lately. But yeah, like, we need that. And there's no survival. There's no salvation, okay? Without that part, there's no creation. Ain't no just I anymore. Ain't no just mind, which sounds way too much like mine, okay? Mental patriarchy. Ain't no more of that. It has to come together. We have to come together. In love. So that could definitely represent love, you know. Ain't no mysticism without love. But let's see, what's the next card? Because then I might have to refer to the guidebooks. It's cool. My ego ain't too big. Maybe there's something I need to read. Because I'm seeing that card as just for me, to be honest with you. But I know that's not true. But maybe I can talk about how I see it for me, because then somebody else may relate. Yeah. Oh, okay. Those are moons. Moon is heart. And both of those are the same. Ooh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. Rebirth. Spring equinox. I love it. Ooh, okay. We got a rabbit. We got nature. We got Mother Earth here. Okay. We do. We got the owl in the back. That looks like another animal. Definitely eyes all over the place. But then obviously a feminine energy. Obviously it's a woman. And you got nature. Beautiful. Spring equinox. So this could be giving me a sense of timeline. Yeah. Because 6, I already told you, that's definitely I'm feeling like that's definitely pointing me towards to 2023. Like, look forward to 2023. We get the 3. And so, I mean, 3, the year, March, definitely could be a thing. You got 21. So, I would go with 3 versus like 21. But you got spring. So it's like looking forward to that time when it comes to this stuff. And maybe even like the rebirth of the mystic. But let me get these books. So first we're gonna go with the tarot guidebook by Kim Crayons. We got the 6 of Cups. Let's see what she's talking about. And then let's see what I was able to pick up on. 6 of Cups. We got the keywords as memories, childhood, joy. Okay. Memories, childhood. Okay, I'm gonna hold it up. Memories, childhood, joy. Okay, and it says a card of beautiful implications. The 6 of Cups focuses on the magic and innocence of childhood. I did say something about childhood. The roots of years past are alight with color and vibrancy. Look back upon them. Get lost in your memories. Old friends may surface and seek you out. All reunions will be joyful. Reunion. There we go. Enjoy simple pleasure and wonder in all areas of your life. Beautiful. Lotus lovers, did you hear that? Lotus lovers? Hey, I called you by your name. Lotus lovers. Reunion. Union. Unionizing. Childhood. I mentioned that childhood where we're most in our creative space and energy, just like that of chaos energy, just like that of femininity energy, just like that of yin, darkness, black, okay? Origin, we can go there. It's all of that. And so there we have magic, we have innocence, we have color, we have vibrancy, all of the colors of the spectrum. Yes. Get lost upon them, or look back upon them, get lost in your memories. So it does definitely give me a sense like we're going back to the beginning. Ooh. Old friends may surface and seek you out. All reunions will be joyful. Yes, there we are. Okay, enjoy simple pleasure and wonder in all areas of your life. Woo! All right, Mother God. Okay, Mother Goddess, that's what she's bringing for us. We are, at the end of the day, children of the divine. If you are a Lotus lover, you are a child of the divine, okay? You are a child of the divine, all right? And I will refer to the divine as Mother God, Goddess. It is not a slight to man, okay? What was that? It is not a slight to man, to manhood, males. Okay, again, it is inclusive. Think about the movie The Shack, the book in the movie The Shack. The man, he was praying to Papa, right? Referring to God in male form, just like most of us do and are taught to do. Then he goes on his quest of healing, his healing quest, and he meets Papa, who is a black woman. Played by the beautiful I forget her name right at the moment. Charge it to my mind and my heart. I love her. Papa is a black woman, but then there's a day when he's going to do something very hard and tough in the area of his masculinity, I think his manhood, and that day he met Papa as a man. And Papa said, God said, Mother God said, I felt like you need a father today. Okay, so when we talk about the divine, we're talking about mother and father. Now, I'm going to say mother because, again, mother includes that male energy. But, hey, that's just my preference, all right? Okay, so, but yes, that is what she gives us. That's what she gives us. She gives us her children, just ability to live simply. We do not have to toil to make things work. The Bible even says that we don't have to toil. Please don't toil. Look at the grass, the blades of the grass that do not toil, and yet they are taken care of. The lilies of the field are taken care of. They don't work. You know, I'm not saying don't go to work, but what I'm saying is, aim for simplicity, ease, peace, because that is exactly what the beauty, the life that the Divine Mother wants to bring, the matriarch wants to bring for her divine children. Okay, the mystic. We got the mystic. 21. It's not an order. Okay, the places. Okay, maybe it's here. No. Here it goes. So the mystic is in that she has different categories for her cards. I believe this is under the sales. Yes, the sales. Okay, the sales as opposed to, let me see, the places. The tools, the sales, the places, the tools. Okay, so the self. The self, this is identifies as a self, a card of the selves. All right. Keywords. Here we go. The seeker, the light worker, the dreamer. Like any light worker, the mystic must build a relationship with fire. This begins by awakening the inner flame, or tapas, within. Okay, sounds like Phoenix energy to me. It may seem that the mystic is inward facing, yet its light beams back to the world with the strength of 1,000 stars. Okay. The seeker, the light worker, the dreamer. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or lighthearted daydreamer. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it. Darkness. Harness the potential and latent energy behind it and embed it with light. Come through. Come through. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. Okay, so there's the unionizing light and dark upon its wings. All about what we've been talking about. All about what we've been talking about. Darkness, light. I said the mystic sits in the presence of darkness, harnessing the potential and latent energy behind it and embed it with light. Bringing it all together, y'all. Gray, hello. Not black and white, but gray. But guess what? You start in the darkness. You do. You start in the darkness. But you need the light to make the creation. Okay? To make a baby. We know, okay. Come through. So this is the energy. This is what's going on. This is where we're headed, y'all. We are. This is it. It's reunion. That was in the other card. Light and dark. Here we go. Okay, and we're talking about flying. We're talking about flying. Not just swimming, not just keep swimming. I love Dora, but not just keep swimming. We are flying. Okay, we are flying. I love it. Let me tell y'all. I love it. All right, Earth magic. Rebirth. You see how it's all coming together. And then spring equinox. And I'm just kind of getting like, expect this to be solidified by spring of 2023. I'm just going to say that. Ain't no plan after spring 22. Spring 2023. Get it together. Unite. We ain't playing. We need this. The world needs this. My melanated lovers, love each other. Love each other. We need this. The world needs it. The world needs it. That's why they fight so hard and go so hard to make sure that we don't be loving each other. That's why they go so hard. Because then what happens? We can't have kids. We don't have kids. I was just getting some of this information from a video the other day. Break down the family structure when you're not having kids. They were talking about the best birth control in the Black community. Break up the family. Then we won't have kids with each other. We won't love each other. We won't create with each other. No. Let me tell you, Mother Goddess, who includes Father God, they ain't having it. That ain't the way we're going. Don't believe the hype. All right. Spring equinox. Rebirth. The spring equinox, also called the vernal equinox, occurs on March 20th or 21st. 21st. In the northern hemisphere, and September 20th or 21st in the southern hemisphere. 21. Still sticks. Still sticks. Okay, 6 is it comes out of 3, right? Includes 3. So we're still going with this 3 energy. But yeah, March, or no, 6. So 6, that would be June in terms of months. But spring equinox, that tells us what time we're looking forward to. March 2021 in our northern hemisphere. So if you're living in southern hemisphere, which really cool and dope if you're watching my video from all the way over there, we still in this with the 21st, the 21. We are definitely talking something regarding timeline, mysticism, the uniting of divine souls who are children of the divine, and positioning heart and love in the driver's seat where it belongs, along with mental and mind energy in the passenger seat. Okay. This is the point when the sun crosses the plane of the equator. Okay. The sun crosses the plane of the equator. So I'm thinking plane of the equator. The sun. Remember, the sun is that male energy. It's masculine, it's son of God, right? And we'll talk about that. But then the sun as well, like Ra, sun, male, very male, crosses the plane of the equator, and day and night are the same length across the planet. Boom. I ain't never seen this card. I ain't never read it. I'm so thankful. I know this a long video, but obviously, y'all, it was all necessary. I'm so grateful right now for being tapped in and chosen to be able to bring forth such beauty. It goes right along with the equator, that line between 18/8 woman king, and then I just continued it with everything else: heart, mind, love, fear. We can put, because those two are the opposites to me. Not love, hate, love, fear. Woman, man, female, male. Okay. Oh, this is the point when the sun, SUN and SON, okay, two different ways to look at it. The masculine energy, the yang energy, crosses the plane of the equator. So that line that divides 18/8, that divides woman king, woman over king, day crosses the equator, and then day and night, or during this, day and night are the same length across the planet. Day and night, black and white, yin and yang, male and female. All of this with one man. So we're talking about the woman, the feminine energy, and the man, and we bring that up to co-rule, but knowing that we have to have this womb energy. Okay, that's where the WO comes from. The womb, right? The womb for woman, womb and man. We got to have it all, y'all. Can't just have the womb up there ruling without the spark, without that male energy, without that light, without that flame. We ain't creating shit. We just got a womb. Ain't nothing happening there, you know? And it happens on multiple different levels. We don't get that divine order, okay, that spark for divine ordering. Whew. I hope I'm doing this message justice. Let me just say. Oh, I just saw a womb. Okay, let me keep reading. So where day and night are the same across the length of the planet. This is some powerful shit, y'all. The spring equinox. And it's all coming together. Come on. I hope you're following me, Lotus lovers. I hope you're following me. Earth Mother is pregnant and is birthing once again. Crops can once again be planted. She ready, y'all. And you guess what? I've been feeling so maternal. I just know I'm going to be somebody's mama. I just told my friend the other day, I said, look, I said around 35, by the time of 35, not maybe before I'm done with my the age of 35, I'm going to be somebody's mama, whether the baby is within being created or already born by the time I'm 35. By the time I'm done with 35. So I'm going to say by the time I'm 36. But I've been feeling that for real. And knowing that there was a time where I felt like that was unsafe for me to do. To have kids and to even have that dream of having kids, having children. Sorry, children. I prefer to use that word because we are not goats. But yes, a time when I was feeling unsafe, and now I don't feel that way anymore. And I feel like I have been feeling like that. A part of that is because yes, it's changing all around. It's changing. The divine agenda is here. Okay, this card features a rendition of Ostara, sometimes spelled Oyster or Easter. Okay, a Germanic goddess of spring. Okay. Ostara is also, okay, Easter. Wasn't I talking about the holidays? And look at this tree, looking like a Christmas tree. We are talking about timelines here, people. Timelines. Christmas, end of 2022, which I didn't even do that. 2022 is 6. So here we are, present. I didn't even do that part. 21. Okay, 21. Mysticism, 21. Uniting. And now we are talking about this is Easter, the lady of Easter. Easter, spring. I was just talking about holidays, breaking down Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. The next one that comes into line is Easter. Well, after New Year's. And after all the other ones too, but Easter. Okay. Okay. Ostara is also a Northern European name for Astarte. I like how start is in there. Astarte, which means womb, where everything starts, the beginning. And then the Bible say first will be last, last will be first. I'm like, okay. And is another name for Venus, the goddess of love, passion, and creativity. The Christian holiday of Easter, here we go, stems from this goddess. And in this card, we see some archetypal symbols of the spring equinox that represent the rebirth of the world, such as rabbits, eggs, and flowers. It is indeed a time for renewal. Period. I love it. Oh, I'm so happy. Aren't you happy to like know this information? You thought that, okay, this is a message that is for the Lotus lovers, okay? She says, or he says, whoever wrote this, Stephen D. Farmer, okay, most likely he says, you thought this passage you have been through would never end. Just as certain that the light of the world fades every few months, it makes its return, and the earth rejoices. The fresh breath of spring sweeps away the cobwebs acquired from the absence of the light. Wow, and this is so related to the card previous, right? Talking about darkness and light. The light is now obviously increasing as nature begins to emerge in all her many forms, shapes, and colors that remind us of the continual cycles of Earth Mother. This cycle of rebirth you are experiencing, Lotus lovers, follows a considerably challenging time. Has it been challenging? Any tears you may have shed have cleared the way for what has been gestating. That's what be happening down here in the soil. Yes. Which is now ripe and ready to emerge. Emerge. Fly. Ready to fly? Yes. Oh. That which no longer serves you needs to be put to rest so that a freshness and newness of spirit can make itself known to you. Come through. Sometimes birth can be painful, particularly in that passage just before delivery. Yet what emerges can be fresh and beautiful. Be with the emergence of this next cycle with faith and grace. Let the church say amen. This next cycle, y'all, we headed to a new cycle, and it's just seeming like it's going to be in our favor. Love, womb energy, creation energy, mother energy, which I don't know how many of y'all need that, but I need that in my life. For real, for real. And I also been feeling like I want to give it, be it, do it. Yes. I just so grateful to the divine for getting this inspiration and then obeying the call to get up and do something with my cards and channel something through for you all. It's a beautiful thing. I'm so grateful and happy. But yes, we are headed into a new cycle, y'all. And it's all about divine unions. And it's about love. And it's about positioning correctly for the sake of, yes, paradise. For the sake of, yes, heaven on earth. Okay? Yes, heaven on earth is the ultimate. That is what's supposed to be happening. So it's like, how? How? This is how. If there's any purging that needs to occur, man, it has to happen, aka mental health, right? Oh man, this is beautiful. I'm so grateful to be able to be a vessel and to be able to possess the heart and have the heart that is about this life for real. I am of this life. I'm about this life of love. Listen, I moved on Spirit across the country, ended up in a neighborhood called Love. It's literally like you can Google it and find it. It's named Love. And, you know, oh, there's just so much. There's just so much. But you know what? This isn't the last video for this channel. I don't want to overwhelm. It's already going on 2 hours. I definitely didn't mean for it to be that long. I might actually not even get this onto my channel until tomorrow because of the length of the video. But, and I hope to pray to Mother Goddess that it does not get not uploaded, because I've definitely had a video before not get processed and just had to let it go. It's like, okay, obviously that wasn't the right one. But hey, y'all, I'm just really happy. I really hope that this message is hitting those who it needs to get to, whether it's through me, whether it's through elsewhere. Thank y'all for being Lotus lovers. I'm going to continue with that hashtag Lotus lovers. Where my Lotus lovers at? And thank y'all for being lovers, man, for real. Thank y'all for being on this side of the war, okay? And just remember, don't hate on the darkness. Don't hate on black. Don't hate on, you know, don't hate on that energy. Don't hate on the white light energy either, because there's a matter of uniting these energies, and this energy, okay, represented by colors, represented by gender, represented by, you know, the process of making a baby, you know, so represented by sex, you know. At the end of the day, it's all the energies, divine mind and divine heart. Let's not forget about divine heart, because she coming through like, you ain't gonna forget about me, and you ain't gonna make it nowhere without me, fool. Like, you ain't going no further without me, okay? It's just not gonna happen. So we might as well love each other, ride this shit till the wheels fall off. With that said, I'ma let y'all go. I'ma go eat some food, take a nap. I gotta go to work later. But just thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I really want to continue. I'm gonna continue this channel. I just have to submit to that yang energy, that spark, that light that be coming through like internet. Get this Lotus, get this creative energy, you know, into, how to quote Beyonce, formation. She said, okay, ladies, let's get in formation. That ain't talking about nothing but creating. Ladies, the energy of the female, the yin, the darkness, the womb, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I look forward to my next video, doing my next sit down and, you know, episode for y'all. And I hope you appreciate this. And I need to go rejuvenate, because it definitely takes my energy. But actually, I have felt worse in the past after doing these. So this lets me know, yeah, this ain't gonna be too bad for me to do. I can do it. I can do it. All right, y'all. So I love y'all, and I hope, you know, all is well. And until next time.